Hafsid dynasty, also known as Banu Hafs. It was a Muslim dynasty that ruled over parts of North Africa from the 13th to the 16th century. In the early 13th century, Abu Zakaria Yahya father, Abu Hafs, held a prominent position within the Muwahhidun Caliphate, which had ruled over a significant portion of the Maghreb, and Abu Muhammad Abdul Wahid ibn Abu Hafsi, the son of Abu Hafs, was appointed by the Al-Muwahhid Caliphate Muhammad al-Nasir as the governor of Afriqiya, or modern-day Tunisia, where he ruled from 1207 to 1221. However, by the early 13th century, the Al-Muwahhidin Caliphate was beginning to show signs of decline and fragmentation. This created power vacuums that allowed local Berber chiefs and warlords to assert their independence and establish their own regional dynasties. One of these chiefs was Abu Zakaria Yahya, a member of the Hafsid clan, a prominent Berber family from the Bughi or Bjeya region of eastern Algeria. So, taking advantage of the Muwahhidin's weakness, Abu Zakaria Yahya mobilized his followers and seized control of the strategically important city of Tunis in 1229. Then, Abu Zakaria declared Tunis independent and made it the new capital of his new ruling dynasty. And in 1230, Abu Zakaria annexed Constantine and Bjeya. And in 1234, he subjugated various tribes, but allowed some of them in the central Maghreb to govern themselves as small vassal states that secured his eastern border. He also welcomed many refugees and immigrants from Al-Andalus who were fleeing the advance of the Reconquista. His successor, Muhammad al-Mustansir, focused on consolidating the Hafsid state in Afriqiya. The state benefited from the expanding trade with both Europe and the Sudan region, and during his reign, the failed Eighth Crusade took place. Louis IX, or Saint Louis, who died in Tunis. However, after al-Mustansir's death in 1277, the Hafsids were driven by internal conflict aggravated by interference from Aragon. This resulted in a split in the dynasty. One branch ruled from Tunis in the east, and another branch ruled from Bjeya and Constantine in the west. The early 13th and early 14th centuries saw a period of political instability, with several Hafsid rulers coming and going in quick succession. This included the reigns of Abu Zakaria II, Abu Yahya Abu Bakr, and Abu Ishaq Ibrahim. However, in 1318, the rule of Abu Bakr II ushered a more stable and a prosperous phase for the Hafsid dynasty, as under his leadership, Tunis experienced an economic and a cultural renaissance, becoming a hub of trade, scholarship, and arts. In the 14th century, Abu al-Baqa Khalid further consolidated Hafsid power and expanded the dynasty's territorial reach. He also successfully fought Maronite incursions and strengthened the kingdom's finances. The 14th century saw the reign of the influential ruler Abu Faris Abdulaziz I, who is considered one of the greatest Hafsid monarchs. Abu Hafsid patronized the arts and the learning, making Tunis a central hub of Sunni Islamic culture. He also expanded Hafsid control over eastern Algeria, and by the early 15th century, under rulers like Abu Faris and his successor Abu al-Aziz II, the Hafsid dynasty had reached the peak of its power and prosperity, controlling a territory spanning from modern-day Tunisia, eastern Algeria, and parts of Libya. In the early 15th century, the Hafsid dynasty continued to enjoy a period of prosperity and expansion. Tunis remained a thriving center of trade, scholarship, and cultural production. The Hafsids also successfully fended occasional challenges from the expanding Maronite dynasty in neighboring Morocco. The mid-14th century saw the Hafsids experience increasing political instability, with a succession of short-lived rulers taking the throne. Figures like Ahmed II, Umar III, and Abu Umar Uthman struggled to maintain the dynasty's grip on power and territorial control. By the late 15th century, the Hafsids faced growing external threats, particularly from the expanding Ottoman Empire in the east and Spain from the west. The Ottomans conquered Tunis in 1534 and held it for 1 year, driving out the Hafsid ruler Moulay Hassan. Later, the King of Spain and Holy Roman Emperor Charles V seized Tunis, drove the Ottomans out, and restored Moulay Hassan as a Habsburg tributary. And due to the Ottoman threat, the Hafsid were a vassal of Spain after 1535. The Ottomans again conquered Tunis in 1569 and held it for 4 years. Then, Don Juan of Austria recaptured it in 1573. And in the end, the Ottomans reconquered Tunis in 1574, and Muhammad VI, the last caliph of the Hafsid, was brought to Constantinople and was executed due to his collaboration with Spain. And with that, the Hafsid dynasty fell over.